All right, guys, we're back live. Red light is on. Dave Van Auken here with Fight Bananas. So pumped to talk to soon-to-be brave flyweight world champion, 7-1, the animal, Gerard Burns. How you doing, Gerald? Doing good out there?
All good, my friend. Just to correct you there, I'm undefeated. 8-0.
8
I have a
0.
very controversial loss.
Can
I am
hit that
undefeated.
on me? Hit that on me. I didn't because I've been checking your stuff. I saw your last three. I watched your last two fights live. What happened on the controversy? That was like your second pro fight, right?
Yeah, my second pro fight, I fought a guy in Sweden, and it was 2 rounds to 1. But I went into his hometown, and unfortunately, the judges gave it his way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but it was all meant to happen. So it was, because of the last time I went into somebody's hometown, I KO'd him in the first round, and that was in Bahrain. And I know I have to do the same thing here. So it was meant to be for this reason.
Meant to be. That's November 7th. Brave 100. Flyweight world champion on the line. The co-main event. The people's main event. One of the big flyweight names in all of MMA, right? You know, he had a big run in UFC, undefeated, all of that nature. Muhammad Mokaev. I loved your last fight. You're screaming for him. You've been wanting this fight. This is something you've been kind of making it happen. How pumped are we're like 2 weeks away, Gerald? How pumped are you to finally make this into fruition?
I cannot wait. It's the most excited I've ever been for a fight, and I'm really, really looking forward to it. The buzz is real. I can't wait to go in and put the buzz into the cage and let it rip.
Brave wanted me to definitely ask you about the whole Ireland and Dagestani and the curse and what Hughes is doing with Nurmagomedov, of course, what Conor did with Habib and anything. Does that have anything to do with this one particular fight? Is there something that you're like, hey, I do want to make a statement for Ireland and get that win? Or this is just me personally and my family and my gym? Is this different, or it does have a little bit of legacy to it?
Not really. I don't carry that too much. Now, it is a cool thing, and it is amazing to be in the mix with those people, like say Conor McGregor and Paul Hughes, my teammate. It's an amazing thing, but this is more personal to me, and yeah, I think this one's different. Yep.
Why, if I could ask, why is a Mokaev an itch to you? Well, why is it something that you want to scratch so bad? Is it just because of his record? Is it because of, his name? Why is there something personal with you and Mokaev?
Not so much personal as in, like I hate the guy and want to kill him. Not that type of personal. It's just, I haven't been in this game long. I started this game in 2019. I just started MMA to keep fit and to get off the streets and to get my head on track. And when I decided, after my first amateur fight, I decided I was going to go full steam at this game. I remember watching a lot of fighters back then, and he was like the coolest kid I could find on the internet, and he was probably lifting gold medals in the world championships back then, and I was just beginning my career. So it was a little like, it was a milestone for me. Then I knew I could get close to that level when my teammate fought him. I was only on my second amateur fight, and my teammate fought Mokaev. I think it was his second professional fight for Brave. And it was from then I says, I can get to this guy and I can beat this guy. No doubt about it. I had so much belief then that I could get to that level. And just to see it all come into place, I've always wanted to join Brave for that reason. I always envisioned myself fighting him for a world title and taking the Brave world title. It's an incredible story. But then he went to UFC. I thought I might have had to go to UFC and just climb the ranks. Then all of a sudden he did get handed to me on a plate. I wasn't lying about that, as no fighter, not that I can recall, has ever been sacked from the UFC for being undefeated. So it's all playing out the way it's meant to, and it's just fueling it a lot more, seeing it how it's played out. And here we are, 2 weeks time. Let's go. We'll see how it plays out in 2 weeks time, and I can guarantee you that I'm going to KO this guy and take that title if God is willing.
Gerald, like us in the media, and I love stories and MMA and sometimes even professional wrestling. What you're saying, this story is like a one of one. Like you can't make up this story about, like you said, the UFC and Mokaev and, and Islam, they don't let these guys go. And you said wanted to be in Brave. It's amazing to hear that literally everything fell into place for this match. And it's Brave 100. Brave is doing ginormous things. I hear they got really, really big 2026 plans. You win this fight in 2 weeks' time, or when you win this fight in 2 weeks' time, it's your name. You take all of that energy from Mokaev. It's your face. You're the flyweight king. This is a one-of-one story, my man. This is good. This is good stuff.
Yeah, it's too perfect not to happen.
I like that. I like that. Yeah. A couple other flyweights. I would just love your take. There's a big flyweight match coming in the UFC with Demetrius Johnson and Joshua Van. Those guys have both been on fire. I would just love your take, your personal 2 cents on that fight.
Yeah, Demetrius Johnson, I've always watched my whole life. I couldn't really tell you who the other guy is, to be quite honest. I'm not too big into watching and studying fighters too much, but the likes of Demetrius Johnson I've watched for a long time, and I rate him, and
and you mentioned Brave earlier, that you were, kind of your sights were set on Brave. Now you got, I think it was the 2 finishes and everything Brave. I heard they absolutely love having you on the cards and what you do for Brave. And of course, UFC is this, kind of maybe the monarch of MMA. Can you just see yourself fighting for Brave for the next 10 years and your careers under this umbrella?
I don't like to look that far. Anything can happen in a short period of time, but my mind is set on 2 weeks' time in Bahrain, and we'll see what happens after I take this guy out. I'm pretty sure I'll have options, but I love Brave as a promotion. It's been an amazing fighting and taking part for the promotion, so we'll see what happens.
After November 7th, it's November 8th that morning, and you get the win. What is one thing you have to do if it's fight camp or a weight cut or something in the fight? You have to control the jab or the distance or stop him from wrestling, whatever it is. What one thing do you think you absolutely need to do to make sure you capture the win on the 7th?
I have 25 minutes to land one clean shot on this guy. Okay. That's all. I know he's known for being a jock sniffer, right? So he's not going to be able to hold me down. I know that for sure. So I have 25 minutes to take this guy out, and it's a long time. So I'm prepared. I'm prepared to go the whole way.
Love it. I just recently, when we were getting this interview going, we were following you on your socials and your Instagram. Definitely give the animal a follow. I saw that you have the family, and I think just recently, I think you just had another baby girl. You got 2 girls. I got 2 girls myself, my man. I got 2 boys and 2 girls. The girls have changed my life. I'm trying to be a better man, a better father, all that stuff. How much motivation does your girls at least give you in your career and your personal life?
Yeah, amazing. So much fuel to add to the fire, as you know yourself. It just makes it a lot more personal.
I love it. November 7th, Brave 100, co-main event, the people's main event, Muhammad Mokaev versus Gerard Burns. Gerald, we won't take more of your time. One last thing. What would you want to say to the fans if they're on the fence of watching this big fight or buying a ticket to the fight? What would you want to tell the fans? Hey, they got to tune in on November 7th.
Tune in November 7th. You're going to see one of the best fights in a long, long time, and you're going to watch the greatest fight that Brave have ever broadcasted. That's for sure. I know it's going to be an amazing fight. I'm not looking past this guy. He's an amazing fighter, a talented fighter, and I'm going to bring it to him. That's for sure. So don't miss it.
There we go, guys. Don't miss it. November 7th, Brave 100. For the flyweight world champion, our main man, the animal, Gerard Burns, against Mokaev. Cannot wait, man. Appreciate your time, Gerald.